Hello guys, this is the Angry Albino, and today, well, we've got some stuff here. If you have a look at this, you'll see that, well, I don't know, for those of you that were previously inclined to complain about a certain playability aspect, well, here you go, you can right-click. You happy now? It's a game. That's some sort of thing you can do, right? Hey, thanks Rex, to appreciate the follow. No, but really, that's all you do. Just click on people and right-click places. Couldn't do that before. Oh, wow. Took an hour to add, if even. Hey, B4U7, welcome back. It's been a while since I've seen you on the stream, I think. I think... There we are. So now that you can... I don't know. Left click on agents to select them, right click to direct them, hold space to look at them. It's a game! Yeah, alright. Let's see what we could do for actual mechanics now. We do need to find a C# file to open it though, or else we can't make Visual Studio pop up anywhere. Aw, that sucks. Hello, Pudotit Poppin'. Welcome. Here, there we go. That's more where we should be. So let's see here. Not provider. What were we looking at? I mean, it was game controller, all of the quote-unquote game functionality. It's, let's see. Scroll down. Oh, it's 32 lines of code. Okay. So let's put a nice code comment. This is where the game is. The only game parts. Right here. All of them. There we go. That's best documentation right there. Hey, support. What's up? So let's see. Should we have an agent selected? Agent selected. Wait. Let's go to the main page. There. Now this sort of works. Or it's stream. There we go. You guys couldn't see any screens before. I was wondering what was going on. Now, the issue before is it wasn't switching over to any of the scenes, but it looks like it's fine now. Hey there. Yeah. No, it was delayed before. It was getting kind of weird. I just restarted the stream, so hopefully now it's running at full speed. This is, well, here's our game mechanics right here in the middle. Let's see. What else could we add as a game mechanic? People wanted to have some sort of indication of their selected unit, so I guess we can do that. That's just a prefab, so it's like the unit selector prefab, yeah. Hey Gypkey, welcome to the channel. So, let's see, what's going to be probably open Blender for that one. Let's make ourselves a thing in Blender, because it doesn't take that long. You go down here, you do this, you click this button, and there we go, it's done. That is a unit selection sphere. Oh, let's make it a little smaller, and let's make it solid. 0.9. There we go. Now it's a little ring. Now if we want to make it have depth, that's easy enough as well. You're gonna have to assign it material first. So selection. Give it a color. Just light yellow for now. There we go. Yellow? I said yellow. There we go. No specularity. Full vibrant color. It's like a sort of peach. There we go. That's more yellow. What does that look like rendered? Looks like crap. Alright. See if I can do anything about that. We're gonna take ourselves over the cycle mode. Cycle GPU. I'm gonna give this a nodes material. Gonna go to modifiers as well. Let's add, I should really UV this first, so let's do that. Unwrap. UV protect. Yeah, I think I can. There we go. Then with our, oh wait, I want a light map actually. There we go, because that will fit all of the things as big as possible on the picture. And then we're gonna add a solidify. Gives the ring a little bit of thickness. We can adjust its parameters over here in the corner. There we go, to give the ring some thickness. That's a little thick. And then if you want to, if you're so inclined, you can give it a crease in one of these directions. And, well, apparently none of the three directions matter, so, oh well. This only goes up. I guess that's valid, yeah. And we should smooth it. There we go. Now it looks like a, wow, it looks like a sonic ring. Alright, well. Select all. Let's go, there we go. Let's do GZ 0.01. There we are. Now it can be a full round circle. So we're going to save this out now that we have our selection. Export FBX selection. There we go. Selection circle.fbx. It's actually worth noting when you're exporting something in Blender, you have to make selected objects and without the scale applied. And you may have noticed that I sized it to half the Blender units. That's because one Unity unit is half of Blender units. So if we go over to Blender, or Unity now actually, go click on the control object. We're going to have to load some sort of prefab up here. So let's go to Visual Studio, give it a port. It needs somewhere to assign to. So let's give it a public game object. Selection circle. Maybe call this selection prefab. There we go. Oh, where is it? There it is. And then we can assign to it somewhere over here. I guess it's in our geometry folder. Let's take the selection circle. Let's read write is no, not required. No blend shapes. We can calculate the normals. Man, this mouse. We just need to rotate it now too because it's not standing up. Andrew Galenko, hello and welcome to the chat. Let's try rotating it in the X 90 degrees. Nope, still not quite. We need it standing up. So let's try our Y in the 90. Unfortunately, it really is just a question of rotating one of the axes at random until Unity accepts it. What's up with Z being up? Huh. Okay. I guess we could try applying everything to it? And see what happens then. It rotated. That's a thing. Still not standing up. Alright.
Can you travel with the speed of sound? Move through the fourth dimension. Press the barriers of space and time into another age.
Standing up. Is that standing up or lying down now? I can't tell. Revert. That is still lying down. Okay. Also, it's apparently an invalid structure because of this little inside thing. Let's see what we can do about that. Oh boy. Not a whole lot with the solidify, actually. So we're gonna have to make our own solidify. Either that or... Oh, wait, no, that's not that bad. There we go. Should do... There we go. And select these ones as well. And then if I connect this ring... How am I going to select it? There we are, to this ring. W bridge edge loop, which is right there. And then if I select this edge and the bottom edge, same thing, bridge the edge loop. There we go. Now we just need to gy minus 0.01. There we go. Then S.95. Let's try 9.7. Does that make us the shape we're looking for? Yeah, it's starting to. Alright. So let's apply that. Rotation, scale, location. There we go. Hey, Black Hat is me. Welcome to chat. Still rotated, but it doesn't look inside out this time around. It is this way, so if we do like that, Blender can do 2D and 3D. There's no reason you can't just go to like the top plane like this, press edit, and then press control like over here. See, and you can just place vertexes. So you could draw in 2D, yeah? See, just go like this, and then I select 1, 2, 3, and 4, and there's a box. And I drew that in 2D, right? Rid of those vertexes. You just hold control to place a vertex and you need to be in edit mode. Alright, so let's go forward. The selection circle's still not on the ground. Now it is. Might also be way too big, but we'll see. There we go, selection circle. Now, if we go over here, we should be able to spawn the selection prefab as underneath our cursor. Why so many people using Blender? Because it's free, and 3ds Max is a few $1,000s in comparison, so it's not like there's an option. Yeah, that's the biggest difference right there. Let's see. Here we go. Selected agent. We need some sort of... The selection prefab is fine. Then we need a private version of it, which is the one we're actually using. Let's do transform selected. There we go. So we're gonna say on awake, we create the selected object. Create. We just need to instantiate it, actually. So game object go is instantiate selected prefab. Selected equals go.transform. There we go. And then we'll just move it somewhere that's off screen. So let's say new vector 3, -50, -50, -50. And then quaternion identity. There we go. So I'm going to scroll down now. We'll say we have this. Use our selected object to go around the thing that we're using. So we'll say right here that selected.parent is global's selected agent. Then we'll also say, .transform. We'll also say that the selected.local position equals 0. So we're always going to be on top of the selection. So now if I go over to Unity, we do need to give that a color because it doesn't take the gold that we made in Blender. This right here, its material is selection. So if we go to materials, we'll see the material selection has been created for us. We just need to give it a color. Let's give it some smoothness, some metallic, and some yellow. That should be it. There we go. See how that works. Hey, Judy. Welcome to the chat. Let's click. 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 So, ooh, there we go. You don't really see it until they start moving, huh? A little bit of a bug, perhaps, but I don't know. Let's see. That's this person. Can I select anyone else? What about this one? Yeah, okay, so it seems to only show up when they take an action. Let's see. Let's go over to one of these players. The one with the hula hoop on it right now. Looks like the hula hoop is not sized well. Interesting. So it's not that the parent is this, it's that the position equals there we go. They should be positioned at the player plus plus a little bit of up. So we'll say 25% up from the position. That's where we're going to place this. And then we're also going to move it on... I wouldn't say you missed anything big today, Judy. Between the streams, however, we did manage to get some sort of movement going on. You can select agents now, which is these 30 lines of code here. And... well, that's about it. And then you can tell them to move around. Doesn't equal null. There we go. So save. Let's run again. And give it a moment. When it spawns in your people, it will move to them. You can see that one is selected like that. Let's go see. Looks like that's not in the right spot. Yeah, it's sort of floating in their body. Interesting. We could probably make the selection circle bigger at this point. And we could move it to be... I guess it doesn't need to be plus 0.25, huh? There we go. And let's say that the selection circle, if I can find it. Here we are, is sized bigger. Scale factor 2. Also, let's go over to the... There we go. So that's the selected person. Sort of go and move them around. It looks like the selection circle is... Where does it interact with the ground? Looked like it was an okay level. Ooh, it's still sort of above the ground, huh? Wonder what we can do to move that. Let's pause and see... Minus 0.53. So minus 0.3 is where we can get away with putting it. So we're going to say the position equals this minus vector 3.up times 0.3f. I guess really I should say plus down so that it's not as confusing. Then we're going to load up. Zoom in. Here we go. Left and right click space to go to your people. It's some sort of gameplay mechanic, right? And then we right click. There we go. To move the person. So send them way over to the lake. Select a different person. Click on a thing. Different person. Thing. Different person. Thing. There we go. Now we just need some button to cycle between them, and that's about it. There we go. Looks like this bit of it is functional. So now, let's go through the list. Over here, go plus. And... There's more than enough thing in the documentation here, so I guess I'll take... housing. Why not? I've taken everything in unknown and moved it into its own sorted list now, so... Lean-to is described as 1 log, 3 branch, and 5 leaf. Requires a stockpile. Can be built anywhere on the map. Provides warmth and stamina. Max capacity 2. Alright. And then what did we have for bushes, too? Spoilage, bitter berries. Right, this one here. Let's have a look at that. So, berries. I guess that has to do with provider, and that really is the gather script. So let's go to gather. Here we are. And then whatever is gathered on unfinished will have a gather time assigned. Oh, let's see. Agent.inventory.add item to take, amount to take. So I guess that means that the new item should have an expiry on it? Because I think add must create a new value of the item. Yeah, it does. So we're going to have to add a property to berries themselves if they expire. So let's go find... It's not an inventory.add. This is an interesting problem. Alright, we won't be able to do that one right now. Let's look at the other ones then. Map features. Multiple Y levels. Height maps. Character variants. It just leads me to construction, but construction's a user action. I guess I could do the ages bit. Let's give agents ages. So we're going to go over here. Add a public... I guess a lesser agent can have an age, actually. There we go, because it's a common for all agents to have an age. May just so happen that the human's the only one that cares about it, but I mean, still, the animals still age. So I'll have a public int age. We'll have a public gender. Gender. There we go. Oh, good. There is already a definition for gender. I wonder how many definitions for gender they have. Male, female, and unknown. Well, that's straightforward. Let's see. A and G, they are assigned by... they're not, actually. So, let's assign age at random. Let's go to... awake. Where's awake? Here it is. And we said that age is a random range from 0 to 50. Because they do exist older than that, but they don't start older. And then the thing about there being a certain amount of adults, well, that's fine. And then gender is a random range 0 and 2. And then convert that to a gender. There we go. So I suppose we can show the age and gender on the character. There's so much character information, it's now more than half the screen. Oh well. Alignment. Age. Gender. I could, but there's no visual representation on top of anything yet. It's true. They are two different shapes. I could have a look at that. Yeah. Oh, the ages I was going to do based on size, because that has a height and width, but I wasn't sure about gender. Which one gets the cone hat? I have very limited basic shapes. So let's see which basic shape I can create. I can create an icosphere or a cone.
He was like, what can I put on top of their heads to make them look different from male and females? He's like, which one gets the cone-shaped head? And I was like, the lizard gender.
Because I only have the choice of adding a sphere or a gender. Or a cone. I mean, I guess I could add a torus.
Head or a cone head? Should the male or females be a sphere or a cone head?
You could have a torus head too, but that would make people unhappy. Yeah, you can. TeamViewer remembers all of your connections. No, that's why I don't have TeamViewer. Right, but you don't have it set up for unattended connections. You would have to set a password for unattended connections and give it a name. Right? And you don't have a connection to it because my computer is the only one that's connectable externally. Yeah. If they can get to your account. But why do they have your email password at that point? That's a separate issue. Well, you shouldn't. If you have a previous breach, everything's gone. If you have a single breach, everything's gone. This is why people don't reinstall. This is why you're not allowed to, once you have a virus, you don't reinstall, you just delete everything. You don't keep any of your files. You can't. I don't know how. I really don't know how. Again, how? Yeah, you get your money back because it's not your problem. It just takes a phone call with the bank. That's the nice part, is that it just doesn't even matter. For the most part. Like, oh wait, gender. No, gender's fine. I guess I should set a default gender. There we go. And a default age. There. And the different heads. What are the different heads going to be? Let's see. Great. Well, you can restart Photoshop or reset preferences. You could lose all of your Photoshop preferences again. That's the only other option they have.
No, it just like. And this is the thing. Like, other people don't have these problems, but sometimes things are just. Yeah, they have this Unicode again. Sometimes they're just.
It's Photoshop.
I don't like you. I don't want to work for you today.
Yeah, it'll do that. Adobe software in general will do that. Premiere does the same thing. It's just like, hi, I was a software, and, you know, I did work, but that was in the past. This is different now. 3 sets you don't? Yeah, you get it once. You're allowed that font once. One use. It's a one-use font. Well, apparently you don't have that option. Yeah. Think that'll work? Yeah. Yeah, you're not gonna just put them in. What are nice things? Fonts. It'll, yeah. It'll do as it wants to. Hey, Ridweb, welcome to the chat. We've got, something. Whatever you want to call this. Movement, ages, and gender. None of them do anything, but they exist. We've got, some documentation here that would make them do something. Isn't that the entire creative channel on Twitch? Oh, no, wait, that's Perlers. What am I talking about? It's just Perlers. Hey, Justin. Justin from YouTube says hello. No. He just happens to be named Justin and on YouTube. Yeah. That would imply Justin from YouTube also implies that he's from YouTube, but I mean... there's... No, that's Ray. Yeah. Well, yeah. I guess, ages, genders, they exist. Oh, I should actually see that they show up on the 2-string first. So press play. And then the UI shouldn't fit on the screen anymore, but that's to be expected. Yeah. Ha. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I ran into so many funny font problems. Like, some of my fonts don't allow capitals. Some of them are capital only. Just like, well, that's how this font works. I need... Oh, this is in fucking Lesser Agent. I see. Lesser Agent 2 string, somewhere. It's from a lot of things. Wait. You are a... Oh, I should put somebody's alignment somewhere, shouldn't I? It's gone now. Alright, let me copy this. Put it in agent. Where's our 2 string? 2 string. There we go. So if you're dead, you're dead. Otherwise, you can show your age, alignment, and gender. Although, dead people have a gender too, but their age isn't important anymore. Also, dead bodies aging will be confusing to people. Because that is how that works.
Dead bodies don't age.
Yeah, they do. It's just not... I mean, the body is 4 years old. That doesn't mean anything. That's sort of the problem. Yeah, we've got well, the amount of people we've rendered. It seems the genders are approximately half and half, so that's at least a thing. Let's go alignment. That's what they want.
The problem so far is that they don't even have an Intel dump stat, they don't even have an Intel stat.
They could have an Intel stat, but they'd still want to do a physiological need first. And a destination is not more important than a physiological need.
I wanted them to have wisdom and
Wow. You want the people to die faster. I mean... Right, but people currently have skills tied to their... I guess it's tied to the activity. So people get better at gathering from trees. No, microphones don't work like that.
G game, it is tied to an activity. Like even the pen and paper games, right? So
Yeah.
it makes sense for it to be tied to an activity. Like spot. When are you making a spot check? When you're looking at you're doing a thing, right?
Yeah.
You're not making skill checks if you're just sitting there with your thumb up your ass.
No. None of these numbers. Well, because we have all of these demographics about our characters, none of it fits on the screen anymore. Well, I mean, people have an age and a gender, and it just makes the display ugly. Yeah. I'm gonna get rid of gender for now. It'll be there, it just won't be displayed. And then, what are we looking for? See, I don't know if I can... No, the agent script is added after the fact. I can't even set the gender, or set their picture based on their gender. So... let's see if I can replace the head. That might be the only thing I can do. Yep, I can replace the head with any other thing. That's it. So, it's something. The head can also... the head is currently has their colors, so... That dot get component mesh filter. Dot mesh equals, and then it needs a mesh. Yeah. Photoshop does not like text warp, even though it's an option. No, Photoshop does not like users. I mean, no part of their anything alludes to liking users. No. Literally not even. Isn't it great? Photoshop is a software that sometimes works and sometimes doesn't. Mesh filter. Seriously. Filter based on their gender. If gender equals gender male, it's actually just if gender female. Because the male gender is... Oh boy. Well. There's no neutrality. 0. 0 is already assigned. But I can reload the mesh. And I'll replace it with female head. Where do we have this? I'm sure we can save it to the agent somewhere. Oh, we're gonna have to load it as a resource? Okay. Let's say that game object female head equals, or mesh even. Jeez. Resources dot load. And we will load type of mesh. As mesh. We are loading a mesh from something called female head. So in the prefabs folder, we need to make a prefab called female head. Let's open Blender. And I guess we'll make a torus. I don't know. Let's make a cone torus. There we go. That's huge. There we go. 12 to 8. Smooth.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together and give a warm welcome to Team Gato.
There we are, 0.1. Smooth. Then apply its everything. Yep, repeatedly smooth. Well, a female head applies to everything apparently. It's literally a torus. Yes, it's a torus. Did it work? No. Not a torus, a torus. T-O-R-U-S, a ring. Yeah. And apparently I can't assign that either. Yeah. Normally the opposite problem. See if I could even assign this anywhere. Is it sideways? Sideways. But I mean, hey, that's what Mount Your Friends did. Oh yeah, that's what the game's called. People don't really care. It's about, you know, being straightforward about what the gameplay aspect is.
So in that case, you got to mount your friends.
That is exactly what you do in the game. You attempt to climb towards the sky by mounting your friends. And it just happens that all the characters are wearing Speedos. Yeah, well. That's what it was. Yeah, well, whatever. I'm gonna take it however they want. Where's the Taurus? Still not loading. There we go. Let's try it again. Taurus. No reference. It's gonna be difficult to load like that. I guess. I have to load the resource with the name, and then what? Hello, Rodsmail. Welcome to the chat. Guess I'm gonna have to load it as a game object. Yep. Because then I can steal the mesh off it. New head. Dot get component mesh filter dot shared mesh. There we go. And if I run it again, no? Where is it? There it is. Wrong rotation. Interesting. Is there even a way to fix that? I could try. Let's try to apply the scale sideways. Can't really tell at this scale. Zoom in again? Yeah, those are not gonna work. Alright, let's make it like 3 times the thickness. Now it looks like a ring. Well, I mean, as much noise as we want to make about it, I mean, that's ultimately what's going on here. We are simulating. Let's refresh. We're simulating the ability to reproduce. Eventually. Where are those? Still not the right size. What happened? Apply, location, scale, rotation. There we go. It must be visually dissimilar. I mean, that's different. What are we left with out of this? We're left with the material that the base agent is made out of, which I think is called no name. Oh no, that's the material that the head is currently made out of. What is the player made out of? They're made out of the material, default material. Sounds great. Let's instead make them out of no name. That's at least that exists. If I make it out of no name though, are they gonna change color? Let's see. I think I only changed the material instance color. Yeah, there we go. I mean, Is there something? Oh, let's select the inner band. 1, 2, and 3. Let's go like this. Like this. We'll say SY.8. What's up? Let's go 0.9. Does that work? I have to take these edges here, make them like SY.8. Now it looks like a tire. Well, you can tell the tire people separate from the ball people. There are two different types of people at the moment. Because a gender is a people type. They make entirely different people. Yeah, well, for the sake of reproduction, you need to. It's purely biological. Lesser agent. What are we looking for? It's more like Twitch will get upset that you're actually talking about real sex. As opposed to, you know, video game violence. The thing that they don't allow and have. Here we go. See if I can move the guy by the water. Yeah, he moves. Video game violence. Well, I mean, it happens. But you don't get to see it. Yeah. But I mean, hey, Ray had, oh boy, yeah. The start of his stream, God of War 2, the God of War sex scene. Because God of War 2, Kratos just sort of rolls over after having sex with two people. And, it's center frame. There's nothing hidden or anything. It's an M-rated game. They didn't care. No. No. The bed moves. People all make noises. But you don't see a dick. Apparently. In a fantasy context, you're allowed whatever. But video games. Where's the water here? Go up. These guys gotta go to water. Ah, it's their faults. It's what happened. I mean, shit, when you were only allowed to marry in the lineage, everything's incest. All of history is incest. So. Okay, I gotta move these guys over. Lewd? You can't say it's wrong because it's historical. But you can see it's lewd. You can say something in history is wrong? We are an advanced society compared to what we used to be.
Pretty much.
Yeah, I don't think that's exactly how that works.
People in the chat aware that we're talking about incest now?
Yeah, oh well.
We're just like like, there's going to be incest in our game because, as you can see, the people are kind of families.
They're all of the same house, so if you want to reproduce, that technically counts.
So is it M-rated simulation now?
I don't know.
The simulation is now M-rated because of incest.
It's A-O.
Well, hello, Roger SC. Welcome to the chat.
We were talking about incest.
At least it can be
Incest?
It can be an advertising point now.
Incest? I guess that's a selling. Yeah, that's a feature.
Have incest with your brother.
Well,
If you're advertising
I mean, they all are your brothers.
They're all brothers. No, some of them are sisters.
Yeah, let me go find some Taurus heads.
What about the character that's named after our cat? That's just bestiality.
I don't know where they are or what they are. Raiden randomed the unknown gender. So,
Okay.
be that as it were. So we already have non-functioning genders. Great.
Because some people are unborn. That's just like our society.
It's not useful. Yeah, but that doesn't let you do anything in society. You don't play a role in reproduction or the advancement of the human race. They can get as upset as they want. They don't have a place in the simulation. Well, they can make their own tumblers. They'll have to pick 3 words together at random and stitch them together. Human age per 600 turns. Let's go to lesser agent, and we'll say there's a time when they last aged. So public int last aged. Whoops. Float, actually. This is a timer.
Does not exist.
And if we scroll down to update, where's update? Not awake. Scroll up. I guess we could say last aged was birth time. There we go. Last age is birth time. The worst thing you can do is be mediocre. If you're gonna be bad, be bad. If you're gonna be good, be good. Last aged. Yep. If last aged plus 600 is now less than the time since level loaded, then age plus plus. Agent's age after 600 seconds, or no, that's not right. That should be 600 turns. There we go. After 3,600 seconds, or 600 turns. Hey Nectrox, welcome to the chat. So fast forward and see what happens. Oh, I guess we can log a message as well. Why not? Let's waste a few more cycles and say that somebody aged. Globals instance. Log append. Name has become a little older. And let's pick a color. Let's go find a pink or something, I don't know. It'll be cooler. Alright, Adobe. Give me a cooler. That one. Age messages are pink. And then I guess they're a system message. No, they're world. Creation and destruction of people are world messages. So, do they age now? Well, since it takes them so long to age, speed the world up and see what happens. I mean, we can see their ages in the top left. We randomed 38, 49, 34, 45, 43, and 14. Happy Giant being the 14-year-old. And then we go to time. Speed this up. YouTube isn't even made of Flash. YouTube is made out of HTML5 for the last 3 years. Flash has not existed for a long time now. Flash is dead. Like, WebGL exists, so Flash is dead and can die. I need to move this person. There we go. How do I make Flash? Flash. How do I make Flash? Flash. You just do. HTML5 has WebGL. Like, Flash as a runtime is gone, but the drawing style of layering shit on top of other shit and then controlling it with ActionScript, that still exists. They just do that using JavaScript now. Is everyone dead? Almost. Well, people don't live a year on their own. Somebody is apparently, wow, draining the entire lake. John Geese. John Geese has 77 water, 0 food. He is, attempting to drop all of his stuff off. He keeps taking flat stones from base and then putting them back into the base because he no longer needs them. Oh, I have a flat stone. I don't need a flat stone. Here you go. And repeat. Oh no, there we go. They're trying to cook outside the base now. Maybe he won't die. Maybe. I mean, we'll see.
Feeling dreaming.
I mean, crap. No one's gonna age. They're not gonna age if they don't live that long. Well, I need to test that aging even works, so for now we're gonna make it 360 seconds. You don't live a year, you don't live a year. I mean, you're not gonna live a year without shelter, so that's fair. They can build shelter, but only as you direct at the moment. They have no reason to do it.
This is starting to make me wonder why human beings didn't just die out.
Well, yeah, I don't know. Sometimes they just didn't want anything to do with anything, so...
I guess some groups of human beings did die out.
Yep. I mean, in the grand scale of things, 99% of humans have died out.
Thank you for that. This
Yep.
has been depression thing.
That's alright. Hey, Arzathog, I'm glad you could join me for that, that bit of wonderful. Wonderful. Hello, Rogers. Why will they take out these birds? They're already birds. You'd have to look at the Trello. It's been rewritten. It is 4 columns and 28 cards. Yeah, that's true. There are 3 things going on at the bottom of the map. This person, though, is carrying 7 water, but not a food object. Yeah, here. There we go. Why are they... Oh, they want blackberries from the base, but they're not taking it. Interesting. Right, because the requirement for food doesn't imply what food you take. So that's a bug. Let's go to interact with base. Interact. That is part of agent, not lesser agent. Yeah, Rogers, I'd say it's got okay. We've got, I guess, controllable people, so something. Interact with base. Here it is. Now, what stopped working here? It was that if we needed food, and we're at the base, if the base has one of those foods, then we take it.
That sounds like a good thing.
Yes, but we weren't, for whatever reason. Yeah. Maybe... No, they did need food. I'm trying to think what would cause that... If the food equals grapes or blackberries, then it tries to take 10. Otherwise, it tries to take 3. Or however many the base has. So no matter what, it'll always just default to the max the base has. Well, let's see. They're happily able to put resources in the base, but it's when they try and take the food back out that they have problems. I don't know, we'll see. I have to starve them all first.
You're a cruel god.
Yeah, well, I gave them food in their base if they'd only figure out how to eat it. Yeah, well, I gave them enough food. It's up to them, though. Where's this person? Let's move them over here. There we go. Happy Giant, go cut down a tree. These guys are happily... These guys are destroying the lake. They don't even care. Yeah. It's trying. Oh, already came back with the logs and everything. Alright, go cut down another tree. Yep. Everyone is becoming older every turn.
I think you have...
People are a few thousand years old. That was sudden. Everyone was fine, and then one day, somebody cast aging. Let's pick... I see. It needs to be now. Let's try that again. I mean, elves would be alive. They wouldn't care. Let's send... This person's got to go over to the water. Person's got to go over to this tree. These two people have to go north. This person can go pick up that rock way off in the bottom right of the map. That should make them hungry. Traveling for days, only to get a rock.
Thank you, administrators of the community.
Yep. There we go. This person's returning to base with all of their no spoils. Alright, well, you're going back out if you haven't given anything to the base. If you don't want to contribute, then, there we are. This one's trying to cut down trees now. Looks like they're on their way back. Yep. You stored a series of things in the stockpile. One of those things is an apple. So I'm going to have you stay at the stockpile until you hopefully take the apple out of it. You have 2 food, so let's see. Alright, come on, take the apple. There's an apple, 8 bread too, 8 leaf. Just take the apple. You have 1 food. I'm waiting for you to take an apple. Raiden already has 0 food. You have 1 food. You're not moving away from the base, and you're not losing that 1 food fast enough to test. Oh no, yeah, still 1 food. Okay. Now everyone's out the base again. So I'm gonna send away everyone that still has food. They don't need to be here at the base. Like Happy Giant, 13 food. He can go away. But, oh, everyone aged. 6 people have become a little older. I mean, they did all have the same birthdays, so that's fair. You still have 1 food, but the base has a lot of food. I'm gonna keep you at the base. Let's go. There we go. What's this one? Raiden has no food. Interesting. Should take some food from the base. Right, but the caloric value also needs to be low enough, so let's see. Maybe I need to get rid of that requirement too. Yep. This requirement needs to go. Requirement for food is far too high. I'm gonna go to the full-size agent, say that if you need food, you take food. It's not a matter of having calories. And if you need water, you need water. So the real question is, what makes us need food? Because it might be nothing. And if it's nothing, then, well, that would explain why it's not working. Hello, Mr. Maru. Welcome to chat. I think it's a lesser agent that we say they need food. No, we never technically turn the need for food on. Now, I would explain it. So consume water. And consume food. But we never say, I see, so need food, true. That is if we succeed. If we fail, it goes down to the bottom. There we go. We'll say that they do in fact need food. Same thing with water. If it gets down to the bottom... There we go. Yo! Now that we're toggling the need for food, hopefully this works. Let's set the speed to 12 times. We'll just let them do whatever. With the need for food, hopefully when they go back to the base, they actually do get, like, pick something up. Lots of clay pot needs. Very basic, very basic. Let's slow this down. There's one person now stuck on the base, at the base. see what happens if I just... Can I just move them away? Wow, that's a sound. I mean, that is what the original sounded like, but oof, that also hurts the ears a little. There we go. Stored in base. So they still get stuck around the base for some reason. They will find... If I middle click them, will they find a new destination? That's the question. Nope. So they'll get stuck there. So doesn't explain why. Yeah, there we go. We can pull them away. It's just difficult. So you give them something else to do, they will eventually do it. But they'll do it when they're ready. It's proportional to the number of items you drop in the base. So I guess dropping every item in the base does cost. It just, you perform all of those actions at once and then you wait until you're restored stamina before you leave the base. It makes sense because then they don't die outside of the base. They die, or they stay at the base trying to get food and water. This is me though. I need to move over there. Or again, let's just hold plus. We need to see this go much faster before we'll know if food or water is working the way we want it to. Oh, this person's stuck on the wrong side of the forest. So, yeah. So you have to worry about people getting stuck in a lake anymore because you can move them yourself. There we are. Now this person gets to return home. Next two people get to go over to the river. Hey, Happy Giant took a branch and stick from base. But there's still... No, food and water amounts seem fine. Raiden with 150 pounds of stuff, though. Where is he? Is he on the wrong side of the lake? Yep. Just try to burn through the lake right now. John Geese is. John Geese only had 45 pounds, though. Where's Raiden? So that would be nice, being able to click on the names, but that's going to be difficult. Yeah, and that keeps happening, because again, your seed is based on your name, so whatever name you choose is going to be like your median age, your gender, everything. It's random within that area, but it's your median that's set. Like, some names are always children, for whatever reason. 12.
How accurate?
Raiden is a 6-year-old unknown.
That's actually, he is like, pretty much, I think he is 6. So that's pretty spot on.
Just sort of weirds. It happens, you know? He's a cat. Yeah. No, I'm not leaving my own live stream. That's me having to refresh the page to see if there's anybody still on the stream. For whatever reason, like, you can't see the counter, you can't see the chat. There's a lot of things that just, they're working on them, you know. Features will come as they come. What was I gonna fix? Oh yeah, people are aging really fast. I mean, you're not aging that fast. Right now, they're aging okay for the amount of time they live. I'll change that later when they live longer, so let me just put a to-do item there. Then I might be able to leave them for a while and see if they're able to successfully survive while we work on something else. Anything else. Absolutely anything else. Yes. Count foods is the count where foods contain foods. I wish that was always that straightforward. Weight is over here. Weight can be in line. Alignment can technically be in line as well, but I don't like doing that. Weight, water can be in line. There we go. The rest of it, whatever. What are you gonna do? Right, it was clicking. I wanted that should I click on a player list entry, it would select that player, but that's not, I don't know that that's gonna happen. In fact, I think that clicking on anything in the viewport doesn't do anything right now. Let's try, it's during on GUI? No, during update is where we'll take the clicks. Mouse 0. Here we are. It'd be at least useful if you could click on it and then, well, you can press space to center on the agent that you have selected. So if you could click on agents' names to select them, then you could click on them and press space. That's close enough. I just need UI selection. So we need the Unity Canvas Raycast click. There we go. How to raycast against UI elements. There's probably a better way to do this by now, but, well, we'll see. The event system. Okay. Canvas has a graphics raycaster, so how do we use the event system? Here we go, event triggers. For Unity version 4.6. That's not useful. I want, like, Unity 5's version of a... Oh, there we go. Pointer ID is pointer over game object. That's straightforward. Is pointer over game object. Does that only return this game object, though? Is the pointer with the given ID over an event system object? That's not going to help me. Note on C#, they will need to add event systems. You will need to add. That's written twice. Wow. Alright, let's click on event system. Handles input, raycasting, and sending of events. It's great, but why is it not? The variables are first selected game object. That's not what I want. I want a public... Oh, there is a raycast all, so I could just do it manually. Raycast into the scene using all configured base raycasters. Raycast all. List of hits. Alright. Unity event system raycast all canvas. Nope. Let's try this. Pointer event data. Interesting. So we do need to make a pointer event data, which will import from event system. And then we're looking for a list of results under that position. We need to import generic. Collections to generic. There we go. And then, like this. Do we even need to assign it? No, not really. So out. Nope, because it's a list. It's passed by reference already. And you just go through that list, huh? There we go. For each raycast results, we'll say that if result.gameObject dot get component, no, they're going to be canvas elements. Crap, and they're going to be clicking a line of text. That doesn't work either, because those aren't individual lines of text. That creates a different problem yet again. Well, I mean, at least this might be a better way to handle selection of agents, so let's see. New selection raycast plus result.gameObject.name. Ooh. So let's try going back into here. We'll click on something and have a look at our log. Let's click on... So it's not clicking on any person that helps, just clicking on the text help. Nope, nothing in the UI causes a click to register. Interesting. No input overrides, nope. The event system's neat, it's just not documented at all. Good, none of these are raycast targets. Only a player list entry is a raycast target. There we go. And then we should be able to get the line that they clicked. It's going to be really messy, but it'll be better than nothing. No, I can't click on that at all. What? Cool. Let's maybe call this player list. Let's try again. There we go. Player lister is a raycast target at least. We'll have to pick some components of the click that we're interested in, which are the results dot position, depth, distance, index. I guess screen position, huh? There we go. And we can compare that to the height of the object. Since they're not individual entries anymore, right? Oh boy, they all count as coming from 0, 0. So we're gonna have to calculate mouse position. Let's do pointer dot position. Here we go. Nope, that's also nothing. What is going on? Let's try it like this then. 1, 2, and 3. Oof, and it's minus the screen width, huh? Alright, let's see. Let's try like this. H. Run one more time. It's minus 12. Okay. And then it goes as high as 100. So it goes 90 per 6 people. 15 pixels per person. That's actually straightforward. Alright. Let's see. Uh, 16 pixels per agent. So the agent is which divided by 15. So if who is greater than houses 0.agents.count. Or who equals null, then return. Otherwise, we're gonna set the selected agent to that thing. There we go. Agents who. Then we'll even look at that agent, which we do. How do we do that again? Camera dot main dot get component. Get component. No, we don't need to. We just need to select them. Let's try that. So we go down the list. So we select the first. second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth persons. Interesting. Selecting the bottom is difficult. Yeah, okay, so something is a little too... Let's divide by 16. So what is 6 times 16 is 96. There we go. So it's like 0 to 100 more or less. And I guess we should also say that it selected them, so debug, or even to the log. You have selected name. And then we'll give it a color, which is red, green, blue. And we'll say it's a player action. There we go. We'll see if that works. Hey, Jimilly. Welcome to chat. Let's click on Raiden. Nope. None of the selections work anymore. Interesting. Do they get an error? No, they just don't work. Alright. In fact, this should be just rounded. There we go. So if we select one of them like this, you have selected Raiden. Well, you could already select them. You couldn't select them from the menu. The thing in the top left. But now you can. Seems like selecting the last person's difficult. See if I can round that number a little better. It's a rounding error. Oh yeah, that's a big rounding error. Let's try 18 pixels per agent. Whoops. That is not how you, that is called search. That is not called run. So let's not search for calculator, let's run the calculator. It's 108 pixels. And we're removing 10. Let's just remove 8 instead. There we go. This gives us numbers between 2 and 108. Hey Flance911, welcome to the channel. Welcome back, in fact. Haven't seen you, didn't see you yesterday. Oof. Occasionally clicking is hard, really. Why is clicking hard? Is it not a raycast target sometimes? No, it's there. It's like, if I go over the total number of people, then... Yeah, that is what happens too. If who is greater than the number of houses, or that index of houses null. Then we will debug.log. Invalid selection at cursor position, which... Who. There we go. Hi. So with cursor selection, we click on the bottom person, the next one, and so forth. Looks like it's all working now. Yep. So now you need only select them. Although it's currently echoing, what, all of their information? It should only echo probably just their name. You have selected name. Oh, I see. It's not asking for their name, it's asking for them. There we go. That's asking for their name. We can, yes we can invert that if. Nice. And we drop agents with right click, but they specifically have to choose the destination that's on the map. If they choose a destination that raycasts on the UI, then we don't forward them. So let's have a look. See what they could do now that they know how to run back to base to get food, now that they actually trigger that need. Had the need before, they just didn't trigger it. So I'm gonna take a few of these people, send them to their various jobs. Whoops. What's going on here? Did I get rid of clicking on the map now? I did too. Interesting. Let's do a break. Break. There we are. Now hopefully invalid clicks will be registered for the rest of the UI. And I was like, huh, there's no clicking anymore. There we go. And since the clicking is, yeah, let's just call it tablet friendly. It's pudgy finger friendly. Regardless of however you click on it, it's gonna try and select the nearest agent. You could click not even on the same screen as anybody and it'll try and find you the nearest agent to where you clicked. Which, hey, it's better than the alternative of having to zoom all the way in to try and click on somebody. I think I could make that adjustable though. I don't know what I'd call the option, like click the tap sensitivity? That doesn't even make sense. I guess tamp, it'd be like a selection margin or something. Some sort of margin for error. Hello, Tofarge. Good point. It would be tap proximity. Yeah. No, that's exactly what it is. It's the fact that it snaps onto the nearest target within a distance. Let me implement exactly that. I swear that's the Kappa face of this site. Or the Lenny face. Alright, let me go to... Thanks for that. Let me go to sensitivity. I think that's... Where is our left click? It's down here. Let's say that it's within 1. Because, like, the more sensitive, the higher the proximity, it's difficult to select when there's 2 or 3 agents right next to each other. But if the proximity's too low, you can't even select the people. So it looks like the proximity of 1 is perfect. Look at this. I'm able to easily pick up any one of these. Pick up any one of them, and move them around. You have selected blank. There we are. So, what I'm going to do, actually, is hack the camera, and say the max zoom level's 40, and we're going to zoom out to 40, if it will let us. There we go. You normally can't do this. This would be like a bird's eye view or something. I would need to make some option to change the rendering, because right now this would crash a lot of people. If I was running this at full, like, you'll see frames are actually taking up most of my processing right now. You cannot get much higher than 60 FPS with this, because this is 2 million triangles. each ground is still a plane. I haven't joined multiple planes together. I haven't done that kind of map optimization just yet. These are each generated uniquely. Hack the camera. Yeah, no kidding. Yes, that was. That was exactly what that was. You may also be familiar with lock the taskbar. But let's see what we can have. If we click, we should be able to click them even from this. This is awesome. We can select them even while this zoomed out. Looks like this person's sort of stuck in the trees. If you set their destination to themselves, just by clicking on them or middle clicking on them, they'll automatically choose the next thing that they want to do. Because again, if you don't give them any actions, they'll live on their own. They don't even care about your opinions. The actions that you give them are more their next destination. Hey, Doferge, thanks for the follow. I really appreciate that. There we are. And what we're looking for is that people with a low amount of food, like Happy Giant, for example, will find their way back to the base, hopefully. Or to trees where he can find himself some food. That's fine. If he finds food in the trees here, then it doesn't matter. But it doesn't look like it. I think he's stuck to the bush. So, with 0 food, we actually have to watch out. Happy Giant's fairly close to having a problem. Let's bring him over to this bush in an attempt to give him some food. Hopefully it contains food. Yes, grapes. That counts. Grapes are food. That is valid. Next person with a food problem is me, because I'm stuck in the lake right now. So let's move it out. And then, does the base have food? Yep, the base has food, so we're going to move out to the base and hope that we can pick any of it up. If we die on the way there, oh well. It's a completely different problem. Looks like it's just us with the need for food now. Who do we have selected? Ooh, Stabby. No. Needs to move over. We need us. There we go. We're the ones in need of food right now. Raiden doesn't need food, but we do. There we are. Hopefully if we walk back to the base, are we going to take it from the base? Yes. No, yes. I took 10 grapes from base. That counts. Where's Happy Giant? Stuck in the water again. Well, whatever. Let's move this one over. Move this one over. Oof, no water. Right, you wouldn't have the water without the clay. This one's gonna have to go back and get some foods. Oh, they're gonna cook foods now on a fire. Well, that's fair. Let's just see what they could do, you know? They've got the fire down there. We'll see how many people die. See how long they live, actually, now that they can live and die. There we go. Alright, well, let's say... will they survive now? Let's see if they'll survive. Whoops. Needs to be running to survive, not paused. Good luck, Toferge. It's a shame about the traffic requirement, Toferge. I don't know. You're gonna have to tell me how to pronounce your name in the... I'll send you a message. See, I should be. I should really rename that death cause to has died of considering how to survive, but not actually surviving. It's that they're overthinking some of they're overthinking stuff sometimes. So, oh no, John Geese, where are you? Oh wait, you're at the base, why are you dying? There's no excuse to die at the base. There we go. Took blackberries, stored blackberries, what? At least ate some of those in the meantime, right? Oh, it needs water now, and there's no water here, holy crap. Because everyone's using the clay that they're receiving, as much clay as they can. It's, can I move John Geese to the water, or is he gonna die? Might as well loot a dead body on the way there. And if you die, then, well, at least all the dead stuff will be together. There we go. We should probably find the dead bodies of, wow, Happy Giant and everyone else respectively. We already found their dead bodies. Raiden has a no food or water requirement, really. John Geese, though, was hoping he would get, yeah, here we go, both to the between the water and the lake. He no longer needs water, now he needs food. Let's go over to the bush. That should give him food. Twig, really? Grapes, there we go. I was like, there's gotta be something. Next person with a need for food, over here, I'm using Mew Mew. Maybe have them work with the bush a little bit. There we go, blackberries. It's gonna be difficult. It's difficult to keep everyone alive at any given time, you know? Because they'll handle their own stuff up until they need something from you. Or if their inventory fills, they'll sort of refuse to take any actions. Because they'll feel that they need to dump it off. Oh, what is happening over here? Mew's inventory is full. So let's try and move her away from the water. When they're stuck up against something that they're attempting to gather, you need to sort of like pull them away from it, and they won't always listen. So I'm trying to pull her away from it. Her destination is away from the water, but they have to complete gathering the last 1 or 2 blocks around them before they'll listen to that action. That's why you can't just work on them when they're really close, you know? Oof, that's a fire spread. Or 2 people made a fire, not sure what happened. Would like to get this person away from the water now, but let's see, what do they have on them? Oh my god, 15 clay pots, that is a lot of water. Should be able to dump some of that at the base, hopefully. That could have been a trade action there. So, I don't know if people are trading anymore because it doesn't look like it's being logged. Yeah, there's never a log for a trade action. Everyone's at the base. These are just the trade actions now? I guess I need to say that they have to be selected. Oh, as well, the selection ring, holy crap, has a shadow, which is completely unnecessary. Hey, Marianne YC, welcome to the chat. You'd say all sorts of words, but they might sound like sexual harassment. Nah, I love you. Come stay around. Stay a while and listen. Right, I can't do that voice. That's Deckard Cain from Diablo 2. I cannot do that.
Stay a while and listen.
It ends up sounding more gumpy than anything else. Well, we said we could only select live people. That's the next issue I'm seeing. So let's go over here. And let's say that we want the first agent, first or default, within our selection point, where it's not null, it's alive, and its distance is within some sort of whatever. There we go. Last thing we needed to select. Where am I gonna find this? Okay, well that ended. That was fairly happy, surprisingly happy music. We need to find, where we select them based on the map. Do we select dead people here? Yeah, we do. Interesting. And we're also gonna say that house is 0, so something about that agent, huh? House is 0 dot agents who dot alive. So they must be if they're not alive. Because you can't select dead people. That was part of the problem. Let's go back over to Unity. And give it one more shot. Now, note, the way that we're raycasting right now clearly doesn't support multiple houses. That's fine. We don't need it to. There we go. I'm going to send 3 people to the north and 3 people to deal with, like, these bushes and trees and stuff. As long as they're all dealing with the same area, there we go. Then they should be fine. That's what I meant by the selection circles, though, is that you really do need to position your people apart, or else... There we go. Sometimes it makes them harder to select near the edge of the screen. It'll say that you've selected them, but you won't really. Or it'll select the guy that's already selected, so that's a thing. See? Is now your selected agent. I need to make sure that, that doesn't show if they're the same... Yeah, so... Like this... If that, then continue. There we go. The only other thing we need to look at is the same thing here. Is that there we go. Can't be the same agent that's already selected. If it is, then we'll just do nothing. Oh wait, error. Unexpected semicolon. Ah, on continue. That was the first error in a long time. Hello, Pain Galley. Welcome back. I appreciate that you've joined me repeatedly. There we are. Do. Some people just don't pick a good starting action. You gotta give it to them instead. Where's this person gonna go? Up there. There we go. I'll even tell this person to go up there too. And the one going to the right's gotta go find a bush. Ooh, go to that chest. And then you go to that bush. And then that's it. Let's zoom the camera out a little bit so you guys can see what's going on. There we go. Alright, and this is our current state of the simulation, you know? We've had a lot of discussion coming up to this point. It's taken us about 1 month. This is approximately 30 or 31 days into construction, and this is as far as we've gotten. I think it's pretty neat, honestly, but, you know, it's my opinion. Alright, I guess I'll give you this for now, and I will be right back. We're just gonna let the simulation go through. We're hoping that everyone lives a few, like 2 or 3 years on their own, honestly. We don't know that that's, we don't know that we can expect that, but we can hope. Is there food at the base? Yes, so go to the base. This person too, the base. Oh, a fire. Holy shit. Somebody that has something to fire should go there. John Geese, what are you doing at the base? You need stuff. I see. So the issue is if you don't need it, if you have food, you don't need food. So really, we need to make people aware of their food needs faster. They need to be aware of a need for food when they still have a few food left in their name. Otherwise, well, like John Geese over here, who I keep sending him into the base, and he won't take any food out of it. Because he doesn't feel he needs it. There we go, now he took it. There we go. Now we're gonna let people just sort of walk around. Hopefully they can figure it out. Oh, well, wait. Stabby Gaming needs water. We'll help him with that. Then everyone else has to figure it out. Who's this? This is Raiden. Raiden has enough food and water. Raiden should go back to base. And then Happy Giant. Happy Giant should get some food. There we go. Just let it be. Amazing. We don't have a single death yet. We have one person that's relatively near death, but they've managed to survive all the same. It looks like there's more than enough food at the base, they just need to get there. And we'll see, I'm just trying to click him away from the water right now. There we go. Pull people away from the water. They can have they can have whatever they want, like their opinion to move through the water, but they need to do that. Oh, whoops. 2 of these people actually need to go back to the base. Jungeese as well as Mizumu. There we go. They both need to be at the base. Take and survive. Both of you. Oh god, Jungeese 7 health. 6 health. Come on, Jungeese. Go to the base. Eat some food. Ah, 2 apples. That'll count. That's something. Mew. Go to base. There we go. Take some coconuts. Jungeese again with the food. Like, that's the only thing, is that I need to send them to base earlier. Otherwise, it seems like they survive. It's just that they get stuck doing a job. So like Jungeese here, I'm dragging him back to base so he doesn't die. But even at base, if he's not hungry, he won't take something. So I have to like keep him at the base until he takes something. There we go, he just took mangoes. So now he's alive. Now he's got food, he's doing fine, he's on his own. Hey, Gunner Live, thanks for joining me. This is Lay Simulation. It's much bigger than this. Zoom out. Doesn't help being bigger though. Like, a bigger map is just something to die in. Angry Albino and Jungeese both need food from the base again. Jungeese, I just need to tell you to go attack some trees or something. Go attack this bush way over here. I'm sure you'll have food by the time you finish that. Same thing with Angry Albino. There's so many bushes you could be fighting. Bush fighter! I'm gonna tell you to fight this tree up here, actually. And then Jungeese, you pass the bush. That's not what I wanted. There we go. Collect all the twigs and all the grapes and all the everything that you want to have from that bush. And then collect real food from somewhere else. Angry Albino is probably just gonna die before he gets food. Well, let's see. I'll collect the food from the base first. There we go. Come on. Don't want to take foods from base? No, I crafted a clay pot. That's not what I wanted. I wanted to grab food. I see. So the confusion is that at 1 health, or 1 food, you still have calories. You don't know how many calories you have either, because you don't know the last thing your person ate. If it was fish, for example, that will make them full, pretty full. So I'm just gonna keep him around the base until his calories, until his food increases, you know? It's funny that he needs clay, he shouldn't. Hey, Gunner Live, it's going okay, actually. I'm just trying to make the NPCs survive a little better, you know? A little more efficient. Right now, people get low on food, and then it's really hard to tell if they're actually low on food or not. Because, yeah, with 1 health, you could still have them. Oh, there's the kettle. Let's go get some kettle. Be right back. Hey, Masson, 3429, just grabbing the kettle. Be right back. Da, 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 da. Oh, there we go. Hey, Gutter Love, I appreciate the follow. Ba-da-da-da-da. As much as this may seem slow, unfortunately, I pretty much have to do this, because if I can't tell what's killing the AI, then, you know, I can't tell what makes them survive. It's got to be a good balance of food and water, I'll tell you that much. And the people that are over here doing the water really need to get some fish of their own. Who do I have selected? Happy Giant. Happy Giant should take some food from the base. There we go, bread. What's the problem? Problem is your inventory is full, so you're just repeatedly taking and dropping into the base. Interesting. Happy Giant will eventually die, because he can't infinitely take and throw into the base. Or at least, can you? I hope not. It'd be annoying if he was surviving on calories from the bread that he ate while he pulled it out of the base. Also, why is that a construction message? So that's... That's interesting. Did we get a trade message? No, but we got 3 combat messages. I guess, See, I like the way you can almost tell the dirt apart now. Dirt from the, mud. Mud. Yeah, Raiden is stuck at the base taking and dropping off the same thing, mangoes, repeatedly. Does that mean Happy Giant's finally died, or is happy with his life? Yes! Happy Giant has died of calories by taking and immediately dropping into the base everything he had. So the question is, why do they take and then store? Why don't they eat between that time? And I think the answer is consume food calls itself whenever it wants to. Let's have a look. Lesser agent, consume food and water should happen more often. We should also need something when we're running out of it, not immediately when we need it, you know? Let's see, we call these each every half second. Yeah. How often do we call the base stuff? Log need changes, manages physiological needs. Well, the base stuff is an agent, so let's have a look. If we're calling interact with base as much or faster, yeah, we are. You should only interact with fire and the base every 2 seconds, really. And then interact with base is a giant for each loop right now. If you need foods, take them. If you need water or anything else, take them. I see. Break. Oh. You can't. Alright, return then. There we go. And we'll say... Take name needs to equal a food. Yeah, that's what happened. That bit right there is where we say we take it. That's saying the bass does have that option. Alright. I guess we could use take name. Yeah, we can. Uff! If the take name is grapes or blackberries, then we will take 10. Else we shall take 3. Or the lesser of what the base has. There we go. Count X take name. Count. And then in the same turn that we're solving a need, we're not creating a need. And we'll say that this is actions taken ++. That can't be free. Putting stuff in the base. Ooh, it's a for each loop, so that's what's happening there as well. They're spending all of their actions. They shouldn't do that. There we go. Let's try this. This should now cost them actions to put stuff in and take stuff out of the base. Select the angry albino over here. And send you to the food in that bush. You as well. John Geese, food in the bush. Then take yourself over to the water. The people with more than enough food need to go to the water. People are still lacking food, however. Come on. I should be able to pick up more foods from here. Maybe. Come on. If I wasn't literally trying to take down a tree, maybe. Oh wait, Angry Albino is the one that needs food. Where am I? There I am. I guess I can get it out of that bush. Who's this? John Geese? John Geese needs water. John Geese is the next person who needs to go into the water. Or at the lake, I guess. There we are. Raiden has both a food and a water problem, so Raiden needs to just... Oh, I see, but Raiden's storing all this stuff in the stockpile right now. Who's this? This is a Happy Giant. Happy Giant needs some food. There we go. That's the thing too, is that after people like Happy Giant have done the, all the lake here, maybe we could, no, doesn't look like it's gonna happen. I was hoping that after the lake, we would have Happy Giant, you know, start a fire, start cooking some of his fish, but it doesn't look like it. He's just gonna continue draining the lake, because he has an idea of moving downward, even though we need him to move up. Have him move up now. It's the same version of the previous song, so I will actually skip it. Even though I like the song. There we go. Make sure live coding's still working, because it didn't look like it was. Come on, live coding. Bring your things back up, shall we? Ah, Raiden needs food. Is Raiden getting food from the base? Yep. Good. Wow, this is a funny remix. Never heard something like this. Yeah, I think we managed to get pretty far today. I know it wasn't as long a stream as we normally do, and I do apologize for that. This was only 2.5 hours, and there was a little bit of dead air. I'm dealing with some stuff. Hopefully all that stuff will be dealt with by tomorrow, because this morning I had to phone the ISP, get all that sorted out, you know. And if you join me at the new streaming slot, right, is noon. So I'll be preparing from noon, and most streams will start, like, actually kicking off new features and such from 12:30. So just be wary of that. I know that my end screen currently has the wrong time on it. Don't worry, that'll get fixed. Same with the screen on the page. And just for now, have yourself a good day and enjoy.